Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me in this live stream. I hope this is working. I've had a little bit of technical difficulties getting this started, but hopefully this will work for the next, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, whatever it takes. All right, so anyway, I want to jump on here super fast. I've been getting a comment and a question down below in the comment section many times lately here. Over the last couple of weeks, I've seen this popping up many times. And I thought, we really need to talk about this. We need to jump on a live stream here. I want to spend a little bit of time with you here live and discuss the details about this. And what is it about? Well, basically exactly what the headline says on this here title, which is federal benefit payments. What is that? Yeah, exactly. We need to talk about this. Now, here's the situation. A lot of you here in this community, obviously not everybody, but I would say a huge percentage, like a huge percentage of all those of you that watch the videos here on this channel probably receive some type of fixed income benefit, whether it's Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, RRB, whatever it happens to be. And there's other benefits out there as well. I would say those are by far the most common benefits that are out there for those of you that watch this channel right here. Okay, so there's a lot of people here receiving these monthly benefits, and everybody wants to know, especially right now during this very volatile time that we're living through, with everything changing so much rapidly, with all the different details that are coming out, different announcements all the time. It's kind of this one of these situations where it's like, hey, we need our money, right? We need our monthly benefits. We don't want any potential risk or any potential disruption to our monthly payments, anything like that, right? So anytime that information like this is circling around out there, it really puts a lot of people at on edge, and they just want clarification. And again, that's a lot of what's going on this year. Is just a lot of people out there that really just want clarification and want peace of mind knowing that their monthly benefit checks are good and we're not seeing any disruption to them. Anyway, with that being said, let me just paraphrase really quickly the comments that I've been receiving down below. And again, this is worded in a variety of ways. Okay, so the way that I'm about to say this does not mean that it's exactly verbatim, exactly what people say, but it's roughly what people say. Hey, I heard Social Security is being replaced with federal benefit payments. And again, fill in the blank. Some people say SSDI, some people say Social Security, some people say SSI. Again, people fill in just whatever, okay? My point being is that a lot of people here in this community, again, not everybody, but I've seen this comment coming in so many times over the last couple of weeks here saying, I heard Social Security as a whole, collectively, is going to be replaced with federal benefit payments. Can you talk about this? What is this all about? Let's clarify that, because again, I've been seeing this out there so many times recently. I just want to give you the details around this. Okay, now first off, by definition, I'm just going to say this much super fast here. By definition, Social Security are basically federal payments anyway, right? So name aside, obviously we call them Social Security, we call them retirement benefits, we call it SSDI, we call them disability benefits, we call them SSI, we call them spousal or survivors or widowers benefits, we call them VA or RRB, again, whatever it happens to be. Where do those benefits come from? Well, technically, it's money that we've paid in through taxation through our entire lives. They take it from us. We have no basically say on that whatsoever. They just take it automatically out of the money that we earn, and then they give it back to us during our retirement, or in the unfortunate situation where we become disabled, they pay it back to us, and then they say, here, we're going to call it disability benefits. We're going to call it retirement benefits. And then they basically give us our money back in the form of a benefit payment. Well, where does that come from? The federal government, obviously, right? It's a payment from the federal government through Social Security or whatever the type of benefit is that people receive, okay? So by definition, technically, Social Security and all the benefits administered by the Social Security Administration are technically federal benefit payments, okay? However, okay, I just want to throw that out there super fast just so that's kind of clarifying that situation. But are Social Security benefits being replaced with some type of federal benefit payment system or benefit payment type or whatever you want to call it? Answer to that is no, not happening, okay? So anybody out there talking about this, and by the way, I've seen a number of articles out there talking about this, and I've also seen some of the articles pointing out exactly who is the person out there saying this and making like a big deal about this and saying, oh, Social Security is being replaced with these federal benefit payments. Now, obviously, I'm not here to point people out. That's not really what I'm here to do. Doesn't really matter, right? I'm just saying I guess if you look it up, I mean, you can find it. In fact, I could even post an article for you that actually points out exactly who this person is, but it doesn't really matter. I don't need to name that person. It doesn't really matter. Maybe you've come across them or not. But anyway, basically people are suggesting that Social Security is going away and they're being replaced with federal benefit payments. Okay, let me clarify that for you really quickly. False. No, Social Security is not going away anytime soon. Please do not worry about that. Okay. We have, yes, a potential insolvency issue in about 7.5-ish years, give or take a little bit. But that doesn't mean Social Security is going away. It just means that they're running out of money in the trust fund. And again, that's a totally another topic. We've talked about that before in other videos recently. Let's not worry about that here. That is a whole other can of worms we don't want to open up right here in this video. I can certainly get into the depths of that one in a separate one. Not a problem. We can certainly do that, but not here on this one. Anyway, Social Security is not going away anytime soon. The program will be around for a very long time, many, many years. It is not being replaced with federal benefit payments. However, as I mentioned, and as I discussed just, I don't know, a couple minutes ago, technically, by definition, Social Security, even though it goes under the name of all these different benefit types, again, remember, think of it this way. Social Security is like an umbrella, okay? It's like a big old umbrella. Under the umbrella is all kinds of, well, I don't know, people, a family with kids, I don't know, just whatever, people. It's a big umbrella and a whole bunch of people are huddled under the umbrella. The people under the umbrella is Social Security, and under the umbrella, you have all kinds of people. You have retirement, you have survivors, you have, or widowers benefits, some people call it interchangeably. You have spousal benefits, you have disability benefits, SSDI. You also have SSI benefits, and there's a whole variety of other benefits as well that are also administered by Social Security. So those are like all of the individual benefit types under the so-called Social Security umbrella. Does that make sense? And again, I know you know this. I know that. Okay, I'm not trying to act like you don't know this. No, you absolutely know this. I know that you know this. So I'm not trying to sit here and try to preach to you about information that you already know. All I'm saying is that by definition, technically, they're kind of already considered federal benefit payments, okay? But anyway, for the information that's out there for all the people here in this community that have been reaching out in the comment section recently over the last couple of weeks, especially, asking this question, hey, what's this deal with federal benefit payments? Are my SSDI going to be replaced with federal benefit payments? What about my retirement? Are they going to be replaced with federal benefit payments? And again, the list goes on and on. It's just somebody, one person in particular that I found anyway, one person in particular out here on the internets, the social medias talking about this, making it sound like our monthly benefits from Social Security will be replaced with some type of federal benefit payment. No, not like that at all. Okay, that's not the case. Okay, and again, I've seen other comments rolling in as well saying, hey, can I get this along with my Social Security? That's not what this is all about. Okay, I just want to make that very clear. And again, I know that you know all this stuff, so I'm not trying to act like you don't know this. I know you know. I just want to clarify this. Now, here's what's interesting. It's kind of easy to figure out like what people are talking about and like what kind of information is circling around out there. Because all I do is read through the comment section. I mean, I literally read hundreds of comments a day. I don't get to all the comments, unfortunately. I do my best to read as many as I possibly can. I put more of a focus on reading as many as I can versus responding to as many as I can, because responding is honestly kind of slow. So I do respond to as many as I can, but that's a very small number of comments. But I do my best to read as many as I can. Hundreds of comments per day is what I read, right? Obviously, I try to read more than that, but that's just kind of what I get to. But my point being is that when I see consistencies in the comment section, like, hey, this is odd, I'm seeing the same question or a variety of the same question coming in of multiple different times, being worded in a variety of ways. Multiple different people are asking about it, and I've seen this popping up for, I don't know, a few days, a week, a couple weeks, something like that. It's like, somebody out there, somewhere, some source, somehow is saying something like this, and probably something I should clarify or talk about in a little bit more detail, right? So anyway, just want to do that here for you here in this live stream really quickly and just point that out. Now, yes, this is live. Today is Tuesday. I have to think of the date really quick. Today is Tuesday, August 19th. August 19th today. Can you believe this already? Wow. August is zipping right on by. Anyway, today being Tuesday, August 19th, it's about, I don't know, 4:40-ish p.m. East Coast time when I started this. Again, give or take a little bit there. Could have been 4:45. I don't know, East Coast time. Anyway, I like to throw that out there. Some people get super fascinated by that to wonder like, hey, is this really live? Yeah, it really is live right here, right now. So if you're watching the replay, then obviously that's the time that I'm doing this like right now, okay? But just wanted to point that out for you really quickly and clarify this. I know a lot of information out there. I'm here for you. And again, as I've said before in other videos, sometimes what I say in my videos is maybe not the most popular thing to say, but to me, it's way more important to bring you honest, accurate, reliable, transparent information every single day in these videos, rather than sitting here trying to get popularity points. I don't care about popularity points. I care about, maintaining just authority with all of you here in this community. Basically, just maintaining trust with those of you here in the community that reach out and basically look to these videos and this channel right here for the latest information that's what's going on out there. So that's what I'm gonna do for you. Okay, so this may not be a popular thing, but I don't know why it would really matter, right? As far as this whole federal benefit payment type of situation, because I'm not sure about you, but do we really want our benefits replaced? I mean, here's the thing. We want our monthly benefits to continue, right? We don't want a disruption there. The only thing we want to be changed is that the dollar amount to get significantly higher rapidly, not like, oh, in the next 10 years, we project that we'll raise benefits by 22% or something. Okay, that's fine. That's probably realistically what it's going to be in the next 10 years. Benefits probably will increase, probably more like 26%. How do I know that? Because the average COLA raise is 2.6% a year over a very long period of time. That's what it is. So over the next 10 years, yes, technically benefits probably will increase by right around 26 or so percent. But we want like a 26% raise like next year, right? It's not happening, by the way. All I'm saying is that the only thing that we want changed for the most part for the benefits for the lowest income beneficiaries is a significant raise to benefits, not some little pathetic 2.5% COLA, something like that. Other than that, I would bet the vast majority of beneficiaries, based on what I see down below, want stability. They want stability. They want to know that their benefit is going to arrive every single month, month in and month out for year after year for the rest of their lives. No disruption whatsoever. But the only caveat to that is we want a significantly higher benefit to roll in, not these little benefits that people are trying to survive on right now, which is not a very good situation, right? So anyway, hope that clarifies it. Just want to point that out for you really quickly as far as what's going on and just talk about the details on this, okay? So as always, please don't hesitate. Leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Drop some comments down below. Let me know. What do you have questions about? I can certainly clarify that for you. And again, just like the video that I had out this morning, when are we going to see the fourth stimulus check or whatever, stimulus check of whatever dollar amount, right? And again, in that video this morning, I clarified, hey, we've seen a few different proposals so far this year. The president backed up the $5,000 dividend payment from back in, February, March or whatever, right? The president backed that up, never got it. And I called it, way months ago. I said shortly after it was introduced, I said, we're not getting this. Please don't get your hopes up. We're not getting $5,000. Well, anyway, obviously that never happened. Well, then 2 or 3 weeks ago or so, we got this introduction of the $600 rebate out of Josh Hawley based on some remarks out of the president as well. Okay, so that's basically what I talked about in the video this morning, is just saying, hey, we have to look for these different details and these different factors first before we can potentially see any type of money being distributed. Okay, anyway, so that video this morning, again, may not have been a very popular thing for me to say, but being transparent, being honest, letting you know what's actually going on, that's why I make the video. And again, a question that I've seen down below so many times. All right, anyway, Corey's here to help me out to turn this off. Please, if you're on Medicare, make sure to call them, 100% free. Leave a comment down below, use the word chapter, let me know how it goes, and I would love to give you a shout out just like I did for the people this morning in the video and all the other videos recently in the community posts.